And I'm sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it up.
I am out here for you. You don't know what it's like to be me out here for you. It is an up at dawn, pride-swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay? Help me. Help God. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you.
Yo, it's about that time. We going live with the Q&A and I'm counting it down. Lock in with me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. We are live right now. The questions, the answers, the energy, it's all happening. Drop your questions in the chat. Turn that volume up and let's make this a...
Boom, baby. Happy Monday. Weird night. Such a weird night. Do you know it's weird on a Monday? I don't like doing the Mondays. But do you know what's really weird? I do that thing. That's not a real person. I feel sad that that's not a real person. Anyway, so how we doing? How you doing? It's a nice Monday. And again, the only reason I'm doing this, guys, is because I'm going to see Jimmy Carr, an actual funny person, tomorrow night. And I can't do this then. So this may be a short one. I don't know. We'll see what happens. If anyone has questions or not. We'll see. Could be a short one. It could be brutal. It could be bad. Could be great. Who the hell knows? So a couple quick things while we're waiting for people to jump on. Again, it's a Monday night. So weird. If you guys are looking for tutoring, obviously I have shit, series7exam.org. And weirdly enough, I have series666exam.com. And remember, tonight's NASA night. No, it is not NASA night. I just lied to you. I did not. It is FINRA night. See, I'm so screwed up. I'm so screwed up because it's a Monday. Okay. So it's weird. I don't see any. It's weird. Usually I see some sort of thing saying that the chat's there, but
it's there.
Do you see anyone chatting?
Yeah.
I don't see a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at
I don't see any words at all.
Do you see? Did you check the chat bottom right?
I have chat box. I'm going to go in and out. Nothing. I'll have to do it on my phone. Or I'll go in and out real quick. Like I see literally nothing.
That's weird.
Like if I even say show on screen, look what I see. I see nothing. Oh, there it is. That's weird, but none of it shows up here. You know, I'm gonna read it in here. Hold on. That's interesting. You might have to read me some stuff. Hold on.
Oh.
But anyway, if you guys are looking for help, series7exam.org. If you want help on another level and you don't like my style, I have 2 tutors that work for me, but also check out Michael Weiss. He's really good, and he's less than I am. He's about 95 to 100. And he's at series7examtutor.com. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Boom. Okay, Zamrito. That's awesome. Hold on. So first, is that Skittles? Okay, Skittles. Hey, how are you? Thanks again for. You notice they have rankings on the. If you look on the YouTube thing, you see they have rankings, like who chats the most. Okay.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Okay, Zamrita, we got this. Or they're at least the number one thing. Okay, so now Caitlin, I will explain that to you. Okay. That is so weird that I can't see this shit. But anyway, doesn't matter. Also, guys, before I get started, remember, if you guys are looking for a supplement, go check out Achievable. I've links on my chat on my other videos, not this one. They're super solid, especially for the SIE. There's no one better than them. No one, not even close. Okay, now, Zambrita, I'm glad if anyone who's taking the 66, if you're not here, you shouldn't be anyway. But if you are and you want to join a study group, the Facebook exam group is pretty fucking awesome. It grows so fast. I mean, it's growing fast. It's big. They're active. Like I'll post once in a while. I won't spam my shit on there. And people are talking all the time and talking to each other. It's really great and supporting each other. Now, let's get into this. Okay, Caitlin Farmer. So can I plant a green shoe? Do I have a green shoe? No, I do not have green shoe. So a green shoe is pretty interesting. So, and if I remember right, they did it because of the Green Shoe Company. So green shoe is when if you say I'm going public with Capital Advantage Training, right? So I go up to public with that, and I want to sell 1 million shares at $20. And Caitlin, you're so good. You're so good at selling it. You actually get a bunch more people to buy it. Okay. So I'm allowing you, and the green shoe clothes will allow you to sell an extra 15% over what I allowed. So if I gave you $1 million, you can sell another 15 or another 150 grand to the public, and then eventually I will issue more shares to make up for that. So here's the good thing about a green shoe. So let's say, Caitlin, you're so good at this, you issue shares at, I issue shares at $20. You sell an extra 150 grand. You're so good at this, and you go to me, Ken, I need another 150,000 shares. So what we do is we actually wait. We wait for it to start trading. If it starts trading below the $20, remember something, you sold the shares to the customers that haven't been issued yet. So you're literally shorting them. So Caitlin sells 1 million shares that have been issued. Then there's another 150,000 that have not been issued yet that you sell to customers to take care of the allocations. So technically, you sold them short to the customers. Now, this part's a little deep, but it's fine. If you really have a ADD moment, you're selling more shares than allocated. You're allowed to do it up to 15%. But here we go. You sell the shares to these 150,000 shares short to the customers. You now are short 150,000 shares that you have to buy. So here's your choice. If the stock drops below 20, you just buy them in the market for less than 20 and you actually make money. So they're called, I think, short covering transactions. I forgot what they're called. Some sort of covering transactions you're allowed to do. However, if the stock goes above 20, like my stock would go, it would go up because everyone loved it so much. You would just say, Ken, I need 150,000 shares. And I would give them to you to cover your short. You would have no issue getting, you would have no risk there, because if the stock goes down, you buy them for cheaper than you sold them. If they go up, you just get me to issue new shares. So there's no risk for you to do the green shoe. I hope that helps. Okay. Okay. Oh, Martha. Okay. Okay. So taking the 7, okay, Melania, it's fine. You take it. It's funny. Everyone feels, there's a lot of imposter syndrome. Okay. There's a lot of people who feel kind of out of sorts, and they feel like they are, they feel like they're imposter. They feel like they're not doing enough. They feel like they're behind. And maybe you are. If you're taking it tomorrow and you feel behind, yeah, maybe that's a thing. But you're probably not. You're probably better off than you are. Just to make me feel better, since I don't see chats, could you all hit the like for me, please? Make me feel good. It just makes me feel good. It helps, and it helps me go. As they say, it helps me make more videos. Fuck that. Okay. Okay. So Martha, so here's what we're gonna do. So you just came out of it, testing for the 6. You just missed it. You literally missed it, but thank you. I appreciate it. That's awesome. See, I can't believe I can't see this. So now, but it tells me I can hide the message if I want. Okay. So you failed. You missed by literally one question. Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. Take today off. By the way, Martha, tell everyone today. Get the pain out of the system today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Get it all done today. Get it out. Then take a day off. Take tomorrow off. Just don't do anything. Take Tuesday off. Make it a Tuesday. You don't have to live to watch and deal with my bullshit. Just go on. Then I want you to start reading the book again. Hopefully you have STC. If you don't, maybe get it. If you have Exam FX or Notman or Kaplan, you're still fine. It's just those books are big. Just spend the first week reading, maybe the first 10 days reading. That's what you're going to do. I mean, and then once you're done with that, do the chapter quizzes. By then we'll be back on track. We'll go from there. And then 2 chapter quizzes, then build them up. So act like you missed. Don't act like you missed by 2. Act like you missed by 32. And act like trying to build up the whole thing. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay. Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm watching somebody else's live now. Hold on. Why is that? What is it going on here? Here we go. That's weird. Okay. Oh, I went to the bottom. Here we go. Okay. Testing. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is great. So Claire Hinkle, I just took the SIE. Oh, you put it up there. Never mind. I'm looking here and you're doing it for me. Look at you. You're actually, you're being ahead of me. You're like almost an empath. You're a psychic. You're psychotic, Jeff. Okay. I just took the SIE and now I'm studying for the 7. What is the best time frame to set until I take the exam? Okay. So, you know what, Jeff? I think this is in your wheelhouse.
Okay. I'll give you what not knowing the full situation, let's go with the standard here. If you're able to study for, say, 2 to 3 hours a day, I would say you want to go 4 to 6 weeks. So that starts with the reading of the book. Read the book all the way through. Chapter quizzes after you read the book. Then the practice exams. And then scheduling the final exam. So if you're able to study 2 to 3 hours a day, you should allow yourself 4 to 6 weeks, depending on your schedule. And that's the typical time frame. If you have more time, you can tighten it up a little bit. But you want to make sure that you start by reading the book. It's the most important thing. Is there a best time frame? I would say it really depends on the way you're going to study. But you don't want to really stretch it out more than tops 2 months, Ken?
I think if you're anything more than 6 weeks, you're pushing it.
Yeah, I think so too. That's why I said.
So if you go 2 months, it's people do that. Like end of December, like Milani is taking end of December. We want to tighten that up a little bit.
That's why I say like 6 weeks is the max.
Yep. It's a sweet spot, baby.
You want to condense it. You want to have the information in your head. You don't want to spread it out.
And look, Jeff just did a video explaining how to start studying. It's in the membership tab, but he just put it out last night. A lot of good reviews on that. So it helps.
I go into much more in depth on how to study, what timeline, how to read the questions, how to look at the explanations. It's a good video.
Good.
Definitely encourage listening to it.
Okay, so next up is Melania. Hold on, I'm going to jump in past. Okay, there we go. Okay, Samrita. Okay, look at that. I like this. I don't even know what's coming. I'm just going to react to it. Kind of like Kramer, Fast Money. Okay, so now, yeah, I look. I see that's fair, but I'm not saying to spend all your time in study groups. But what happens is, Amrito, again, probably better alone, and that's fine, and you don't have distracts. But I think if you have a study group once or twice a week, one, you get to see questions you haven't seen before. Two, you can get you can see questions you haven't seen. Like you can you see questions you haven't seen. Two, you're kept accountable and you have a support group. Again, you don't have to spend all your time with them, but if you do once or twice a week, you're meeting with people, you're bouncing ideas, it gives you somebody to talk to instead of paying us to do it or doing this once a week, right? Because this is fine, but you're typing it in. Sometimes it's easier to have a chat and they go, look, this like somebody who came on and they passed, they tell you how it went. Or they go, listen, I'm studying and this is how I remembered T-bills or eighth or treasuries and stuff like that. When I was teaching, I had a friend, Tommy Turner, on the stock exchange. And the way he always remembered that treasuries are 30 seconds or corporates are eighths, he always said corporate eighths. I thought that was great. I told him I'll use it, but I have to give him credit every time. So I remember Tommy Turner, thank you very much, down in Mid Jersey. Corporate eighths. That's how we always remember that's corporates are an eighths. So yeah, Samrito, don't worry about that. Also, if you don't like the unruly study groups, you can join ours. I mean, for like not too much money. It's like $25 or $50. We meet on Thursdays and Sundays, and it's you bring your questions in, review them. It's not like this where we're the shit show, right? It's actually a Zoom where we talk to each other, and you're on there, you share screen, and it's immediate back and forth. Or here, you're typing stuff in, and you get to see what other people are working with. Sometimes that's a good study group, and that's what our memberships do. It's really good. I'm literally losing money on those things. I mean, I like doing it, so it works. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay. Oh, yeah. So the brutal video, and if you did both quick and dirties, you're good. You're fine. But make sure. I assume you're taking the 66, which is the only reason I'm doing this now because it overlaps with everything. But make sure you're good on the ethics. So the day before, go over trusts, estates, and joint accounts. I should probably just do a video just on that, but whatever. But make sure that you spend a week going over, like on the weekend, go over ethics and stuff like that. The ethics is going to be big. Okay. The ethics is all these NASA exams. Ethics is a big thing. Okay. I think that's it. I think you're good. Okay. So Milani is taken at the end of December. Love the name, by the way. Okay. So, the end of December, that's a really long time to be upset about not getting stuff. You literally said before you're not really getting it. So what? You're in the process. Trust the process. Somebody else on Reddit, again, guys, stay off Reddit. It's a toxic cesspool. I mean, you can go on it, but I mean, it does very little upside for it. We have a Facebook group that does a better job. End of December means that you were so early. You're literally in the second inning. That it's like so early. Don't worry about you. I had somebody now, she said, oh, my first test was a 62. I go, when you taking the test? He goes, December 15th. I said, what the fuck are you worried about? You're in great shape, right? You're in absolute great shape. If you're two months away, you're in, Melania, you're in amazing shape. And if you're not sure, join the membership. I'm not pitching it. I don't give a shit if you do it, but it's a good group of people. And even if you join for like a week and then cancel it or whatever, you can meet people and join study groups. They're good. You're going to be Melania. You're going to be fine. It just take your time, trust the process. Don't panic. Don't jump ahead. That's another thing I tell everyone, stay in the moment, right? Don't read about equity. Go, what about prefers? I'm worried about options. Don't care. I'm in the moment. Just like my entire life, I live for today. Live for today. Okay, so I live for today. I don't worry about the next thing. Maybe it's dumb, but on this test,
you sound like a real rebel. You sound like a rebel.
What?
You sound like a rebel.
Yeah, maybe I do. I don't know.
I mean, you know,
maybe I'm a little bit of a rebel, but it's
maybe.
Yeah, but look, how much of a rebel can I be? I have 6 grandkids. So, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. So it is. Yeah, there must have been a different word for it. Okay, so here's the thing. It might have been sell stock and buy a put. Then maybe. No, 100%. If you short stock, let's go through that. If you short stock at 50 and then you sell a 50 put at 3, it is always going to be 53. The stock plus the premium. If you sell short stock at 50 and you sell a 45 put at 3, it is 53. It's always stock plus or minus the premium. It's always that. It's never not that. Okay, it might have been short stock and buy a put, which is not really like it's a thing, but it's not not on our test, not really a thing we do. I don't know what else it could be, Caitlin, because I will die on that hill that it's stock plus. It's always stock plus because it's sell and sell. There's never not going to be that. Okay. Okay. Miley, thank you. Look, I love that because they used to say your name wrong. Okay, Miley, I got it. Okay. Now, Hannah, Miley, whatever. Okay, so now you're probably so sick of that, but taking the 7.5 score and load them at 70s, you're in good shape. In the next couple of days, there's going to be another good video coming out. But Miley, have you seen my brutal exam? Go take it. I promise it'll help you. If you have done that, it's great. But if you're in low to mid 70s and the ones you're getting wrong, one, if you're capping, you're fine. If you're STC, you have a few days to pick it up a little bit, but you're actually in good shape. If you are going over the wrong answers and you're seeing that it's because you don't know the stuff, that's one thing. But if you're misreading or misunderstanding or you miss a word, I'm less worried about that because I believe that the vendors are much more tricky than the actual exam. They really are. The vendors, they make the questions hard because they're tricky, where the test makes it hard because they're hard. But if you understand the stuff, you're going to be fine. I think we're good with that one. You're going to be fine. Okay, Alejandro. I don't know what test you're taking. I don't know if he said it. But first of all, get the fuck off my live. What are you doing on here? It's early enough. But get some sleep. So let me go over it. If it's the SIE, go over investment risk one last time. Get some sleep. If it's a 7, read customer accounts tonight. If you haven't watched my quick and dirty power hour shop, fine. If it's a 65 and 66, go over estates, trust, and joint accounts. If it's 63, go over ethics real quick. If it's a 66, just go over mutual funds and annuities. But again, your best tips right now are get some sleep. Do not stay up late night cramming. You should not, unless you're in Hawaii, you should not still be studying. You should be getting ready for bed. Watch, listen to a Mozart or something and put yourself to sleep. Okay. I think that works. Boom Slayer, baby. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's see what we're going to. I wanted to put a new one up. I didn't. Okay. I will. Boom, baby. I love it. Awesome. Let's see what else we got. Boom. Okay. Claire, that's awesome. I appreciate it. I mean, that was her. That was you giving her the props to you, Jeff, for giving good advice.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Good.
Let's go to the next one.
Okay. So nervous platypus, my man. Okay, so here. They can ask for taxation. And nervous, when you come on Thursday, I want a test date. Do you hear me? I want a test date. When I see you on Thursday, when you come on Thursday, I want a test date. So the state stuff, they probably won't ask calculations. For taxing, they can ask tax equivalent yield or after tax return, stuff like that. And if you go watch my brutal exam. There is a video, there is a question on there about tax brackets. Go watch the brutal exam. It'll help, I promise. It'll on there. I'll show you how to do it. Other than that, yeah, you're not getting a lot of math. Tax equivalent yield after tax return, maybe the tax bracket thing. Other than that, you're not getting a lot of math on that. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. I hope you don't have any fines, Boris. I'll give you a better one. I really have to learn how to sing that. No, I don't. Okay.
You know the words.
I can't say it. Okay. Okay, Boris, massive difference.
Different exam.
The totally different exam. The 66 is imagine the SIE. Imagine the SIE is a little tiny diabetic needle going into your arm. Okay, little thing, it hurts a little bit. The 66 is imagining a car piston driving through your arm. No, it's not that bad. So the point is, it's just a lot fucking harder. Imagine getting hit by your 5-year-old. That's the SIE. Imagine getting hit by Jeff. That's the 66. Okay? The whole point is it's much deeper. It's not impossible. If you did well on the SIE and you felt you passed the first time and you felt okay with it, then you should be fine. You should really be fine on that.
Don't you scroll away, the rhythm's got us hold. If you're feeling this vibe, tap that like you know. Hit subscribe, join the tribe, let the good times flow. You should like and subscribe this video. Come on, stay tuned, there's more to...
Sorry, that's cheesy. You can put that one up now. I got capped out a couple of times on those videos. Okay, you've done too many. You've done too many at a time. Okay. Yes. So silicochia. Okay, silicochia. So now, if IPIC is for foreign exporters, importers, EPIC. So remember, if I'm a U.S. exporter, I am worried that let's explain it so it makes it easy. So understand something. If I'm an exporter, I'm selling stuff to other countries. If their currency drops, they're going to buy less of my shit. So that hurts. So I'll buy puts. So as the foreign currency drops, I'll make money on the put to offset my loss in sales. Now, if I'm an importer, so if the foreign currency goes up, I'm happy because money rolls downhill. If I'm a U.S. importer, I am afraid that the foreign currency will go up, and it'll cost. Remember, because an importer means I'm buying their stuff, right? So an importer means I'm buying their stuff. So I am very, very afraid that their currency will go up, and I have to offset, and I won't be able to buy as much stuff. So I will buy calls so that as their currency goes up, I'll make money on the calls to offset what I lose in sales. That's why it's EPIC, exported by puts, imported by calls. IPIC is for foreign, which you shouldn't really get, but if you get a foreign import-exporter. So think about it. A foreign exporter is worried that the U.S. will go up, right? A foreign exporter is worried that the U.S. will go down the other way, right? So they will buy calls on their own currency. So if it's a Japanese exporter, they're worried that the U.S. will go down and theirs will go up, so they buy calls to make money off that. Importers, foreign importers are worried that the foreign currency will go down and the U.S. currency go up, so they can't buy as much stuff, so they buy puts. So IPIC is the opposite. It's for foreign importers, exporters. EPIC is for U.S. That's all it is. I don't usually use it. I just remember EPIC and then say whatever the foreign does the opposite. But remember, here's the big thing. No options on the foreign currency. I forget Ken just said that. No options on the U.S. currency. I was thinking the foreign exporter. No options on U.S. ever. I'm having a see. It's a Monday. Totally screwed up. Okay. You should book every day for 3 hours a day. No, I'd say you want to book when you have questions. Don't wait till the week before. It's you a week before is the latest you want to do it because you don't want to have us give you some good stuff and you can't react to it. I had Maya. Every time I wouldn't hear from her, and then she'd book me, and then I knew she had the test the next day. So literally, she would book me the night before every test. It worked for the SIE, worked for the 7 and the 66. I was like, okay. I kept telling her not to do that because she goes, oh, I felt like it was good luck. I'm like, okay. So it's okay. People have done it, but Elizabeth, you should really probably book it for a week or before because it's better. Here's the thing. It's better to do it earlier. So then if you need another session, or even if you don't, it's better to do it earlier to nip it in the bud, nip the bad stuff early and get you on the right track. Again, you don't have to meet a month before, but 2 weeks before is probably a good 2 to 3 weeks before is probably good. Because then if you need more, that's great. If you don't need, you have time to work on the stuff. I think you don't want to do it right before, but a week or more is good. Well, do you think STC was too basic or the test was too basic? I'm assuming, yeah. So remember something. I'm thinking he's saying STC is too basic, and that could be a thing. I mean, it really could be. I mean, it doesn't mean that STC doesn't cover everything. They cover most of the stuff. Also, I mean, did you read every word? I mean, that's the thing. So a lot of people read it through one time and then they just do questions and never read it again, and that becomes an issue, right? So that becomes a sort of a problem. So reread the book. I mean, oh, you passed, so it doesn't matter. STC is good. I think they cover most of what you do, but again, sometimes you get a test that is just like the ass kicker test, and it's just like, what the fuck are they doing? You don't even know where they're coming from.
Wait, Boris did pass?
What?
Boris pass?
Yeah, he got the SAE, and he's the one I told him the 66 is like getting reamed.
Right. So it's, to me, if STC it was way too basic, wouldn't it be right on par actually? Like if
say it again.
Are we saying that the STC material?
I think he's saying STC was too basic,
but it got through.
What?
But it got him through the exam.
Yeah, I know. But sometimes you feel really overwhelmed by it, and sometimes it's just the wording.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Where do I post a question?
Right here, baby. Right in here.
All right, on to the next.
Where you did it before. Okay. Some reader. Okay, we got this. Okay. I'm telling you, tonight might be a short night.
Oh, yes, I did join. Oh, there we go.
I love it. Hopefully, I'm going to see you.
All right.
Oh. Okay. So you just have to post. Here's the thing you do. Post, and I know I don't love overusing this. Post in this post. Oh, do you not have? So, can you not? Are you in this group right here, to Pablo Holmes? Are you in the FINRA NASA Exam Test Prep Network? That's mine. It has like 8,300 people in it, and it's private, so no one can see outside of it and stuff like that. So anyone outside can't see it. But if you get in, not if you're gonna get in, just to take a quick 30-question test. No, it's really just 2 questions. What test you take and stuff like that. We want to make sure that you're not a spam. And then if you post in there, I can get you a link. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, it's not. I can't do it on my comment. I got to do it on the.
Do you have it?
But do you have it?
I might have it. I think I do.
Really?
Stand by.
Okay. It's really tough doing this blind.
I think that's it.
I wouldn't know. I can't see the fucking chats.
There you go.
That works. I think there it is. Does it show up as a, let me see if it, I'm going to look in the thing, see if it shows up as a clickable link. I don't think it's, is it clickable? Oh, wait, hold on. Go to channel. No, I don't think I can click it on my phone.
I don't think so either. I've heard people say that.
Yeah, let me try. Let me, if I do it, maybe I'm going to do it through YouTube. I think that's the easiest way. Guys, while I'm waiting, if you guys get bored, and you guys want to see other things that great stuff I do, go check out Series 7 Whisperer on Instagram and TikTok. It's funny, a lot of people on my TikTok don't know that I have a YouTube channel. It's interesting. Here we go. This should be a clickable link. Let's see if it works. Is that clickable? Well, it doesn't show. That's weird. It doesn't.
That link
I
should
don't know how
work.
to make it clickable. But just type in FINRA and NASA. Type in FINRA and NASA exam test prep network.
Scrolling across the bottom there.
Yeah, just like that. I wonder why it doesn't show up as a link. It is what it is. Maybe it'll show up next time. Okay. Where are we? Let's go to the next one. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Geo, customer accounts, baby. Read customer accounts. But it's funny, your links show up, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm running the show here.
I know. No, but I'm saying your other links, when you do the test prep stuff, it shows up, right?
Yeah.
They're clickable. Very weird. Okay. I'm so frustrated not being able to see the chat. I don't like giving up control. It's funny, but it's interesting. Okay. Okay, Robert Capiche. Okay, I'm sorry you missed. It sucks. Okay. It's it's no fun doing that. You missed it by a little bit. Yeah, so did you feel okay with the option? I mean, you had 16, so maybe that's what put you under. I don't know. So if you let's use my option videos, they will I'm telling you, my options videos will absolutely change your life. They'll make you feel good. Okay.
That's
They don't confuse you. They're really good.
That's the rumor.
It's a rumor.
And if you get the options, you also get
This practice has had a study video.
that study.
That's right.
I encourage everybody.
Anyone who's a member already, you can get the study video. He's going to do a whole series on how to on different aspects of studying over time. But the goal is that by the time he's done, everyone on the live right now will have passed and not worried about it. Okay. So yeah, so listen, you missed. So what? It's not a big deal. You'll get over it. Just it sounds like you have a good attitude already. Just take the day off. Don't worry about it. I mean, everyone feels like they're failing during it, and that's a real mind fuck. Because you're like, I don't feel confident. I want to change my answers because I'm not sure. And then you change answers and then you miss. And you're like, what the hell happened? So I would just take a day off, take 2 days off, maybe on Wednesday, because it's Monday, start reading the book. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here's the thing, Damon. Okay, Damon, Dale. Okay, daylight come and okay. Anyway, so now, I think Kaplan is over confusing sometimes. They over confused the material. Like their questions are sort of brutal. Like their practice exam. I tell people not to take the practice or master exam because I think at least not less than a week before the test because it takes like a day to recover from that fucking thing. I say if you're in the 70 or higher, you know enough to pass because I do think that they are more convoluted. They're trickier. They go into the way deeper minutia than the actual the test. If you go exam, you will absolutely see that the questions, while not easy, are much more straightforward than the real exam. The difference is substantial. Okay. I wonder if anyone gets that reference. You ever hear the PE guy on Instagram? You have Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Look up the PE guy. He's fucking hilarious. He makes you will he makes fun of like all the rich people, right? He puts on and you will absolutely recognize people he makes fun of. I mean, you'll be like, oh, okay. Talks about the Hamptons and the Back Bay and stuff like that. He's very funny. Okay. Yeah, so Boris, it's not exactly in the same order but yes, I have a 65, 66 playlist that builds from the bottom up. I sort of follow the STC book, but I don't like the way they present it, so I kind of went on my own. I kind of went rogue.
I'm going to do 2 more Boris ones real quick because they all.
Okay.
Test was basic.
Test. See, got it. Okay. I tried to. That's interesting. Okay.
There's so much info on STC.
Oh, I got it. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
So yes, there was more information on STC. Yes. So okay, that's fair. So that would be true because remember, so you're going to be let's say there's 100 things you can be tested on. You're going to be tested on 70 of them, but we don't know which 70. So they got to give you more information. But yes, I believe if you have a good STC run, then what's going to happen is it's going to be pretty basic. Okay. The test is not easy. It's all of these tests are straightforward. Okay. Actually, they are absolutely more straightforward. Okay.
And we have an announcement coming up.
Uh-oh.
The nervous platypus test date.
Oh, thank you. I love it. That is outstanding. You are going to be ready, my man. You are going to be freaking ready. That's awesome. Okay.
Followed by.
Yeah, that's funny. I am their number one top. I don't think I'm now that it's open for everyone. It could be different, but
you're trending.
Yes,
trending nicely.
Yeah, I got a few followers on Sora. Okay, it's weird that it's a little bit of a social media app too. Okay,
a little bit.
Yes, I will have a video out in a couple of days, a very funny video to help you. But remember this. So remember this: A, B, C. Okay, so A. What we're talking about for the mutual funds, we have different classes, right? So class A, let me give you what they are first, and then we'll talk about the way to remember them. So class A is when you pay the sales charge up front. You're paying the sales charge, like, whatever it is, 8.5%. And you pay a lower ongoing fees, like 12B1 fees or marketing and advertising. But you also are eligible for breakpoints, which are volume discounts, right? The more you put in, the less you have to pay. Okay, fair. So that's A. That's good for long-term, a lot of money because it's long-term because you pay a fee up front and then you pay lower fees, and a lot of money because if you put in a lot of money, you get a break point and you're fine. Now, B shares, okay, are B for back end. B for back end, that's called the contingent deferred sales charge you pay when you leave. But remember, the longer you stay, the less you pay. So A is long-term, a lot of money. B is the longer you stay, the less you pay. Right around 6 to 10 years is a sweet spot because after the 6 years, usually 5 to 6 years, you're not paying a sales charge anymore, but your 12B1 fee is higher. And sometimes they convert the B into A to take care of that. Okay. Now, C shares, seashells by the seashore. C shares have no sales charge. It's not a no load though, because they have a high 12B1 fee, this marketing and advertising fee, could be as high as 1%. So remember, so C is for short term. So let's go with A is long term, a lot of money. B is midterm because it's back end. You pay when you leave. The longer you stay, the less you pay. And C shares is for short term, under 5 years. So A is long, B is medium, C is short. Hope that helps a little bit. The only one that matters for your amount is A shares. Okay. If I have 5 days before my third attempt in the 65. Oh, yeah. Okay. Deep McLaughlin, I think you're in good shape, baby. I think if your last 2 tests are 91 and 89, okay. Wait, did you mean you got a 91 and 89 less? 91 is, if you got 91 and what do you need? 91.7, right? I think, what is it? 140 questions? I always forget the numbers because it's not a real big deal.
Yeah, I think 91. Do you think that's okay? I think this person saying that's their scoring.
Got it.
That's why they're saying, do you think that's okay? Like that's high enough.
Right. Yeah. If you're getting 91s and 89s, you're in good shape. And you have I love that you're almost through STC. We're going to get there. And remember, McLaughlin, do not say I need this. Say I'm going to pass. Say I'm going to pass. Don't say I need this. Don't say I need to pass. Don't say I got to pass. Say I'm going to pass. It does make a difference. I promise you. It absolutely makes a difference. If you can do that, if you can say I'm going to pass instead of I need to, it does change your shit a little bit. Okay. Yeah, you can. If you join, was he joining? I forgot.
I think this person means like on YouTube. They have to go to the YouTube channel. Like
yeah, so if you want to do the membership, okay? If you want to do the membership, yeah, hit the join button. Usually the join button is somewhere on the channel somewhere. A lot of times it's next to subscribe. Sometimes it's on you can't see it on the let's see if I go to somebody else's channel. Let's see.
If you go onto any of the videos, the join button's right in there.
Okay, got it. Okay. And there should be a join button for everything. That works. Okay, that works. Yeah, let's see. If I go to the channel, yeah, it's hard to see on a what do you call it? On a phone. I think it's as easy. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Wouldn't some interest rate hedges be variable? Well, yes. If rates are, yes, I agree. So the interest only loans probably, right? But 100%, if the rates are low, buying VRDOs, adjustable rates, step ups would be good. They would get rid of a lot of interest rate risk. Absolutely. Because let's talk about that. So auction rates, for some reason, I think auction rates are gone. I thought they got rid of them a couple of years ago, but whatever. So because why would you buy that when you can buy a VRDO? Okay. Maybe a little bit better return because there's more risk. So VRDOs, they have a regular coupon, say a 5% coupon, boom. If rates go to 6, it's not like a normal bond where it stays at 5. It goes to 6. Rates go to 9, it goes to 9. So if you're in a low interest rate environment, like not now, VRDOs are great, okay? Those are great ones to get, okay? Now, if rates are high like they are, now is not a good time to buy VRDOs. Because remember, say you're getting a 7% VRDO and rates go to 6, you're now getting 6, then 4, then 4. It goes all the way down. So the whole point is it drops with the rates, which is not good for you. So in a low interest rate environment, absolutely VRDOs are good. Though there's another thing about VRDOs which are great. So it's a VR variable rate, then the DO is a demand obligation. So you have a VRDO, rates go to 7, you go to 7. And if you want to get out of it, you can sell. The demand part is what they call an embedded put option, which makes it act like a short-term bond, even though it's long-term. You can sell it back to the issuer anytime you want at par. That's what the put option is, that you can sell back to the issuer anytime you want at par. Hope that helps. Okay. Okay. If you're not comfortable with options, and tell me you're not, when did he say he was taking the test? I don't remember. But I would say I would join. If it's the SIE, don't join anything. Just we do have a membership where you meet at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. I have another tutor doing it. He's really good at what he does. But if not, if you're doing the 7, then join the membership. It's $19. As long as you do it through your laptop. If you do it on your iPhone, it's $24 because Apple adds 30%, the greedy bastards. I was hoping it would be Apple when I said it, but no, too bad. Okay. I'll go back to the other one for a quick sec. Join the options membership if you can. Join the options membership. Go on, hit the join button, and then you'll be fine. And you do it through YouTube, and we meet. And the other thing is, if we up a little bit, we meet every Sunday night at 6 p.m. Okay, now we're back to this. Okay. I think we're good. Okay, so an open end is, and I can't do it like to justice because it doesn't work in a thing like this. And I have great videos on this, but an open end, okay, an open end mutual fund it's a shell, like it's a packaged product, right? I'll use this one. Here's a packaged product, right? And it's like just a package, and you fill it with securities, and then the value of the securities inside of it drive the price up or down. That's literally what all management companies are. An open end has an open top. Okay, what that means is that when you buy shares, that minty smell. So when you buy shares of an open end, you're buying them from the issuer or the sponsor, the mutual fund, and they're creating shares just for you. So if there's 1 million shares outstanding and you buy 10,000 shares, say, there's now 1,010,000 shares. They issue more. That's why it's called open end. So when you buy shares of an open end that doesn't trade in the market, it trades, you buy it from the issuer or the sponsor or the fund, and you pay net asset value, the value here, plus a sales charge of like up to 8.5%. That, and then when you sell it, you have to sell it back to the issuer at net asset value, which is what it's calculated at. They calculate that NAV at 4 p.m. every day, once a day, but it's usually 4 p.m. That's when they calculate it. And when you technically buy at the NAV and sell at the NAV, but when you buy, they add a sales charge, and you might pay a redemption fee on the way out, like if you did B shares. Open end, that's why it's called open end, because they issue more shares every day. Now, and by the way, you cannot buy it on margin. You cannot sell it short because it's not trading. Every time you buy, you have to get a prospectus. There's different ways in. Class A. Now remember, when I talked about ABC before, Class A, B, and C are 3 different doors into the same fund. A is a front-end load, B is a back-end, C is a no load. Or not a no load, no sales charge. A no load means there's no sales charge at all, and a very low 12B1 fee. That's open end. I have good videos on that. Now, closed end, okay? So a closed end it's similar, still has a packaged product, okay? It has a open end. Let me see if I can get it there. Where's my video? Oh, mutual fund. That's right. All right. Okay. I'm going to put the video in here, see if it'll work. Versus, there we go. I knew I'd get it. That's 3 years old now. Still works though. See if I can put it. Oh, I do not have a chat. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send it to you. Do you get the private chat? You see that?
Yes, I did.
That's crazy that I can't do chat.
Do you want me to post it?
If you can, that's the video. But we're not done. But I'm not done. But that's a good video.
Does it end in WW?
What?
Does it end in WW? Or
Yeah.
is it longer?
No, I think that's it.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me double check. Let me see. Yeah, WW.
Yeah. All right. There you go.
Hopefully it shows up as a link. Okay. I think it should. But anyway, back to this. So a closed-end fund is the same sort of thing, but it's set. It's a set number of shares. And once they issue the 1 million shares, they seal it off, and then it starts to trade on the exchange, which means if you want to buy shares, you have to buy it from another investor. Okay? So you can buy it at the market. So if I buy a mutual fund and you buy one at 2 p.m., I buy it at 10, we get the same price. But if I have a closed-end fund, you buy at 10 and I buy at 2, we can get different prices because it trades. So a closed-end is like it's not an ETF, but it trades on an exchange. Okay? They're both managed. They're both actively managed. They both have an NAV, but the closed-end fund, since you're buying it in the market, could be higher above or below the NAV. It could be either one. And a closed-end fund, it trades. So you can buy it on margin. You can sell it short. You don't get a prospectus when you buy it because you buy it in the market, stuff like that. But they're very similar in what internally is just the outside. So again, open-end, you buy at NAV plus a sales charge. So you'll never buy below the NAV. Or a closed-end fund, you can buy it above or below depending on where it's trading. You can short, you can buy it on margin. Okay, I hope that helps a little bit. Yes, it is written to make all the exams make you feel that way. All the exams make you feel like, oh, I just remembered. He said he already had the options video, so that's good. So he doesn't have to join. But if he wants to join the membership, he can. So the 7 is always going to make you feel like you're failing. It's hard to explain why, but I try. So what happens is you're going to see a question and 4 answers, and none of them are perfect. It's a square hole, but it fits in the ground peg, but it's not perfect. It fits in there, okay? However, it's right, but it feels wrong. It just feels wrong, but it is so right. Okay, so it feels wrong. So then you have 2 or 3 of those in a row that are feeling wrong, but they are correct. You're going to, in your mind, think I got 3 in a row wrong when you actually got 3 in a row right. I tell this story all the time. I had a guy, he was taking his 3rd time. I think he was at JP. They gave him a 3rd shot. I was driving through Naples at the time. I remember I was in the marina, and the guy called and said, he goes, I passed. And I was like, that's awesome. He said, I was so sure I failed. I say this all the time. He said he was doing the math in his head, the last 30 questions, on whether he could afford to rent being a barista for Starbucks. That's how sure he was he failed, and then he passed. He was crying. He was so shocked. So kind of worked out.
Smart barista.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Oh,
Do you have any way to remember record retention? Okay, yeah, okay.
we were talking about this.
Yo, we might have done them for the 66.
Let's go,
Thursday.
do your explanation. And
Okay.
then
So everything's 2 years. So everything is 2 years, those years. Okay. That's how long you have to keep it in-house. So everything is kept 2 years in-house. Easy. Okay. That means readily available within 24 hours. Do you remember with the other place we worked where it was held in Jersey City? Where we worked together, it was held in. I had to go, every time we needed something, I had to go to Jersey City to get it. It was this
Is that
fucking
right?
vault right by the Holland Tunnel. Because there was no easy way to get there. Iron Mountain, and we held all. That's where when we get in trouble for the Florida, I had to go find the exemption letter. I was in that vault for like an hour and a half, going through all the papers trying to find it. Okay.
I was thinking more about your original office when when we tried to get the whole place organized, and you
Oh
just
God.
boxes and boxes of
Of statements.
yeah.
You know, it's funny. It's funny. It's funny. We make fun. And then Kate, thank God for Katie and you just went through them all, right? So the end was, so here's some advice. If you ever get an assistant, you want someone who's German and OCD. Because remember, every morning I'd have statements in front of me. I just sign them and move on. It was the way it was. But anyway, I thought it was interesting. And junk mail's like, just tell the story, but you got to hear me out. So I thought, you know how I had all those statements that were unread and all that crap?
Mm-hmm.
So
And I read all of them.
yes, and I've been to 4 different firms since. Big firms, all the same thing.
I believe it.
Because nobody, it's like I went to one and I go, and this guy was a former SEC enforcer. And I walk into his office and there's boxes there. He goes, I just haven't gotten to him yet.
It's very similar to studying for an exam.
I agree. It can build up, right?
Every day. Little bit every day. Little bit
Yes.
every day.
And that's how you guys fixed it, right? Because it looks overwhelming. So if you look at those 5 boxes, I know junk mail will get to you, I promise, but you know my ADD. You got to deal with it. You look at the 5 boxes of statements. You're like, I don't want to do it. But if you just look at one box, say, I'm just going to take the top level. It looks at much more, but it's more feasible. Okay, now back to you. So everything's held for 2 years, readily accessible. Off-site if you want, but it has to be readily accessible. Just remember, this is what you remember. Everything is 3 years. So if I don't mention it, it's 3 years. So 3 years for almost everything. Communications, all that shit. Anything to do with FINRA complaints is 4. So remember, everything is 3. Complaints are 4. Anti-money laundering is 5. That's like CIP, SARS, CTR, stuff like that. And then we have 6. Okay, we have 6 years is, I call it big sacks. Santa has his 6, it's for Christmas season, right? It's already Christmas time, right? So Santa carries 6 big sacks. BG, so write this down, Junk. B, then G, then SCS. Big, BG, SCS. It's not really phonetic, but it kind of works, okay? So let's start. B is a blotter. That's all the trade blotter. That's 6 years, okay? Then we have G for general ledger. Okay? General ledger is all the money going in and out, okay? Now, BGS. S is stock records. C, customer information. And then the last one is statements. So 1 second, I have one more I have to do. Okay. Now, where are we? Here we go. 4 years is complaints, 5 years that, 6 years lifetime. Okay. So I remember some people use spam. I go maps, whatever it is. So here we go. 6 years is big sex, blotter, general ledger, stock records, customer information, and statements. And then lifetime is either spam or maps. Okay. So board meeting minutes is the M. A is articles of incorporation. P is partnership agreements, and S is stock certificates. So think of the lifetime stuff is all like stuff that's forming your actual company. Remember, it's not stock certificates of other companies, of your company. That's where it is. Okay. So again, 3 years is everything, 4 years is complaint, 5 years is AML, Big Sax is 6 years, and lifetime is MAPS. Minutes, board minutes, articles of incorporation, partnership, and then stock certificates. Okay, good. We get near the end.
You tell
Boom,
me.
let's go, baby. Boom, let's go. I don't drink.
You
I
who?
don't drink. What?
You who?
Yeah, yoo-hoo. Oh, or Stewart's Black Cherry.
Stewart.
Or my iced tea. I don't drink. I drink a little bit, but hardly at all. I think it's a lack of control. I don't like the lack of control. Look, this is what I tell everyone. I lost a full week my junior year in college. I don't know where I was. So that's about when I stopped. I literally disappeared for a week. Okay. Okay. Jacob, January 4th. That is so much time. You got the SIE, obviously. Okay.
Get her done.
Get her done, baby. So let's go this. So first of all, read my supplements. I don't sell any supplements. We have the videos. If you want to join the membership, it'll make you feel good, Jacob, because we meet every Sunday at 6 p.m. and then options at 7. But your job right now is you have so much time. Now, here's a question. If they open your window now, it's fine. Okay, take it. But if not, maybe take the 63 first, because you can take it without being sponsored. So if you can take the 63 now, just go get STC, get a Securities Training Corp. I have a discount code, a link somewhere in one of the videos. Go in there, get the 63, get it out of the way. You could probably study for 10 days and get it done. Then start on the 7. Because the problem is if you study for the 7, you can't take it till you start, and then you got to wait for the 63 and blah, blah, blah. This way you can take the 63, and God forbid you fuck up and fail it, you still have another shot to take it before you start. So, and then our supplements are, he helps you with this custom study plan. We do tutoring. I don't sell books or anything like that. I have a shitload of videos. I have 1,500, 1,600 videos.
Is that how many you have?
I think I have 1,600.
I was wondering how many you have.
Yeah, it's somewhere around there. I have no 15, 16. I have no, I don't remember. I don't count. I don't care. There's a lot of stuff I don't look at, and that's one of them. I don't look at the videos. I don't even look at the retention and stuff like that. Okay. Next. Ooh. That's an interesting question. I guess it could be. I mean, you can day trade, I guess, at some point. But the problem is because you can't use margin.
In a retirement account.
You can't use margin.
Yeah. Can't do it.
That's why. So remember, the whole point of pattern day trader is like, if you buy stock and then sell stock and day trade, you can do that. And what happens if you become a pattern day trader, what happens is they go, okay, if you don't put up the 25 grand, you can still day trade, but you have to wait for that shit to clear before you can trade again. So yes, it doesn't. It was not going to go in their retirement account. I was saying it, and then I'm like, wait, that can't be right, because since you can't use
it really doesn't matter if it's you can't do it in a retirement account because you can't do margin,
right?
And if you don't have margin on a regular account, you can't do it in there either,
right? Exactly, because it doesn't matter, right? That's the thing. That the whole thing is that you can day trade even if you don't have the 25 grand in the account. You can day trade. You just have to wait. The problem is you have to wait for that money to clear to do the next trade.
Ask me how I know all this.
Why?
Because I got flagged.
That's right.
Long time ago, before I knew any of that.
I know. Didn't that happen to you?
I think I was sitting next to you when it happened.
Yes. Like, what the fuck just happened? I know. Like, why do I have exactly?
Why? What? Huh? Why is Fidelity calling me?
And why are they asking for more money?
$2 grand in the account, and I'm getting a call from Fidelity.
That's so funny. Okay. Yes, did you put the link in there?
For
Jacob's asking about the membership link.
Yeah, I had it before. I'll put it.
I know, but I don't know if you saw it before. So Jacob, he's on Facebook. That's why. So it's Jacob, yeah, the link will get you into the group. And that's not this. This is free. It's the Sunday meetings that cost money. I'm a greedy bastard. Okay. My dog's looking at me like I'm crazy, so let's try to barrel through this.
All right, let's see. We got to keep rolling here. Let's go.
I know we're falling behind, right?
Yep, let's go. I'll keep you moving.
Okay. Oh, I saw them mention it. Okay. Boom. You can't let the stress get to you, my man. If you're sitting there, like I had somebody took the test right after their dad died. I'm like, why would you do that? Right? Take your time to go off, right? Do something different. If you're at a migraine, don't go in there. Literally, your vein broke and your migraine, you shouldn't be taking the test. And look, you missed it by 2 with that shit. I think, 100%. If you take a break, I see what you're saying. You found this channel, because you took a break. I agree. Take a break. You have to take care of yourself. Like one day a week, you gotta take off.
You want it when you're preparing for the exam. Do your heavy studying early on. You want to glide into the exam. The week of the exam. Ken, what do you always say? Take 2 practice finals.
Yep, that's it. Just none the day before them.
And review. Don't cram. Don't throw in hundreds of questions. Don't take an excessive amount of exams. You want to go in rested. You want to feel good, feel confident. Go to Ken's videos, watch them, review little parts of the chapters. You'll be fine, but do not stress out the week of the exam.
Right. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's my life for 20 years, right? So market makers, remember the left side, I think it was 10 by 10, 10, 25 by 10. Okay. 10 by 25. So the left side is the bid. That's where people want to buy. The right side is there. So if you see 10 by 10, 10, $10 bid offered at 10, 10. That's where they want to buy, where they want to sell. And then you're going to see 10 by 25 or something like that, right? So the 10 always add 2 zeros to it because it's round lots. So you take the 2 and slide them under. So if you see 10 by 10, 10, 25 by 10, you take the 25 and slide it under there and go 10 by 10 for 25. That means a market maker is willing to buy 2,500 shares at $10 and sell 1,000 at 10.10. So again, 25 by 10 by 10, 10 by 10, 10. Let me use different numbers because it's confusing.
Different numbers.
But that's what FINRA uses. So let's say 20 by 2010. Bid 20, offered at 2010. That's the bid is 20, the offer is 2010. Now, if you see 25x 10, that's the left side is the bid, the right side is the ask. So that'd be a 20 bid for 2,500, and then 1,010, 10 divided sold at 2510. It's hard to do video talking, but again, just remember that. Always think badass. Bid is where they're willing to buy. Ask is where they want to sell.
But I don't want them to get confused with the size either.
With the what?
1 by 10.
Well, that's 100 by 1,000. Right?
That's 100
by. Always add 2 zeros.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But then, you're talking about the size is one thing and the price is another.
Right. Here we go. Hold on. I'm going to have to send it to you again. But here's one that should help a little bit, I think.
Got it?
Yep.
Going in the chat. And entered.
Good. Okay, let's go. Okay. Let's go, baby. Abdullah. I can't say all that. I'll just say Abdullah Estimator. Okay. Yes. Yeah, listen. Let's get the 7 out of the way. Don't worry about the 24 yet. Focus on the 7. That's your job right now. No 2 masters. Literally one person. Go for the 7. Then when you get it, think about the 24. But yes, a lot of people do that. I love that. I had Mike LaRosa. He did that. Okay. He definitely had that. Okay. But I love that. Oh, see, yes, those are great. You're ready, McLaughlin. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go. Okay. Well, it depends, right? Okay. So it depends. If you buy an option, let's go this way. If you buy index options and you exercise, you're going to receive cash. In non-equity options, you get cash. So if you buy an option and you exercise it, you're going to get cash, like index options. If you sell an option and it's assigned, which is exercised, you're going to have to pay the cash. So index options deliver and receive cash, or non-equity. Equity options, it depends, right? If you buy a call, you're going to get stock, deliver cash to pay for it. That's where people get confused. Because remember, when you buy stock, you have to pay for it. So if you buy a 50 call at 3 and you exercise it, you're buying 100 shares at 50. So you're delivering $5,000 and you're receiving cash. If you buy a put, you buy a 50 put at 3, you're contracted out to sell the stock. So you're going to receive cash and give and deliver stock. And if you sell them, they're the opposite. So buy a call, pay cash, deliver stock, sell call, receive cash, deliver stock, right? If you buy a put, you're going to receive cash, deliver stock. If you sell a put, you're going to pay cash, receive stock. Okay. Let's go because my dog is absolutely staring at me. Okay. Yeah, the membership, there's different ones. There's option membership, which is just $19 a month. You get my options video, which will change your life. But if you want to do the membership where you actually show up and we do the Zooms, that's $24.99 or $50, depending if you want just FINRA stuff or you want options too. And then we have a bigger one at $99 a month where we meet twice a week, every Sunday and Wednesday. Okay. I will send a video on that. I never do that one anymore on here because it's too fucking hard. Hold on. But I will put the video in here. That's one I should give Jeff as a normal thing. Here we go. Watch this video, my man. Hold on. They are showing up as links, right? For you? Okay. Yeah. That's the last one. That's Slobs Over Bliss.
Got it.
Ends with 78.
Yep, got it.
Lay down. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay, so now. Sam's, I get it. So, boom. Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. And by the way, who was I to ask that? Was it Dan somebody?
Which one was it?
Who asked the Slobs Over Bliss?
Yeah, it was. Where is it?
Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Just watch the video and come back Thursday if you don't get it. Okay. Sam Sepio. I'm not the man. You're the man.
Yeah! Who passed? I passed. Series 7 in the bag, baby. Let's go. Confetti for days. Top of the world. Woo!
God, I love that. Okay. Yes, I love that. Exactly. BDC is a closed end, baby. And it's a closed end that buys small and medium-sized company. It acts like a PE firm. Okay. I agree. I'm telling you right, guys, I can't stress this enough. Even if you have STC, Kaplan, Notman, or Past Perfect, if you can afford to get the achievable, it will put you over the top. Their shit is fucking solid. 100%. Okay. I like that one. I love when I make people laugh. Okay. Usually when I take my clothes off. Okay. Boom. Love it. Ivan. Ivan, that's outstanding. Ivan. Okay. Awesome. Look at that. Fucking crazy. All these passes at the end. That's outstanding. I love it. Getting done, baby. Getting them all. And what a great feeling to be done with everything, right? That's such an amazing feeling. There we go, baby.
Ready for Let's Make a Deal?
Yes. What is this? Oh, there you go.
I will give you a $100 bill if you pull a whistle out of your pocketbook.
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's make a deal. That's right. That's funny. Okay. So, such random shit. And then you saw what's his name took it over. Wayne.
It was never the same.
I know, but he's funny. You ever watch him on That Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that show?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so
Can we get skinny mics? Those real old school skinny mics from the game shows?
What'd you say?
Remember the real skinny mics from the?
Oh yeah. Those yeah.
Price is Right.
Yes, I remember those long ones. It's like, yeah, it's so funny. Okay, so here's the way it goes. So for me, it's $200 an hour. I don't do these to get the tutoring, but I'm $200 an hour. I have 2 tutors that are $120.95 each. If you don't like that, you can meet with Jeff. It's cheaper, and he just tells you how to study. And then we have another guy we have Michael Weiss over at I'm not associated with him, but I'm friendly with him. He's good at what he does. He's at Series7examtutor.com. We are Series7exam.org or CapAdvantageTutoring.com. Same fucking thing. And mine's $200, and I have 2 cheaper ones, $120 and $95. Okay.
And the classes.
And I forgot. We do have classes. So that's also, if you want to do that, that's a cheaper route. That's between 25 for the classes. It's 25 for the Sunday class, 50 for 2 Sunday classes, 1 regular, 1 options, and then a grand old 99 for like 3. But that's a month. Remember, you're paying $24.50 or $99 a month for 2 to 3 classes a week, plus the options video, plus his how to study video.
Yes.
There you go. It helps.
The membership links. It's in there. There's another link. Go to the next one.
No, Jane, it's only tonight because I'm going to see Jimmy Carr tomorrow night, and I want to go see someone who's actually funny, not listen to me.
There you go.
So, okay. Angel investors they ask about?
Wow.
That's kind of crazy.
On Reddit.
Yeah. That's interesting. Let me see something. See what because I don't want to give you too much information. Okay, so do you know what they are? They're like, understand what they are. Okay, so they are people who come in. They're not like, they come in and they kind of like, they are helping people invest in they're doing startups, okay? And they are putting money in really early in the beginning. They're not like the SEs. They're not like PE firms where they're coming in and trying to rip off the company. They're putting their own money in. Usually it's like a lot of times it's an individual and they're accredited investors. That would help. So maybe that's what they're saying, that maybe getting the 65, if you want to be an angel investor, you want to be an accredited because you're buying in there. But I don't know where that would come from. Okay, that's a weird question. What?
Would you say it's even before like they're an investment vehicle? Like it's not.
Yeah,
it's
very early. Yep. I mean, it's like basically like in the startup, like before the seeding, like before any of the rounds, like they're like, you would almost be like, if you think of Shark Tank, like kind of those guys coming in really early.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Boom.
Boom.
Oh my God. NGE, but you passed. That's all that matters. That's outstanding. Okay. Listen, don't leave it. So that's outstanding. Yes, sometimes you get no options and it's just such a harder test. Yes, sometimes suitability is just trying to see if you can kind of work through it or something like that. There's always going to be a couple of suitability questions. You're like, I don't know what the fuck they're asking. Okay.
Well, a good example of you don't always pull a massive amount of options questions.
Yeah, that's the thing. We want a lot. All my students want like 50, but you get between 12 and 30. That's where you're going to fall. So skull. Okay, so let's go over this. So remember, opening means by the way, how many more do I have left? Do I have a lot left?
Oh, 1.
Okay.
2.
So what? Somebody will come in right when I try to leave, but that's the way it is. So opening means creating. So if you buy an option, you do an opening. I think if you go into a room, you do an opening, you open the door. When you leave, you close. So opening means that you are creating a position. And how do you get rid of something you created? You close it by selling it. So if I have an opening buy, I bought a call or bought a put, doesn't matter. And I get rid of it by doing closing sale. It's always opening first, closing second, always opening first, closing second. And then if you buy to start, you have to sell to get rid of. So let's say I short a call. That's creating a short position. That's the first thing. That's an opening sale followed by a closing buy. So if you have an opening buy followed by a closing sale, and you also have an opening sale followed by a closing buy. Opening is creating, closing is getting rid of. Hope that helps a little bit. Yes. No, I don't think, you have to know that in ELN, you haven't asked this before, but in ELN is mostly just that it has a principal protection, right? It doesn't, ELN is equity linked note. It doesn't trade on an exchange. It's not liquid. But you have a floor. Usually this principal protection that if it loses a little bit of money, that's not going to hurt you. If it loses a lot, you might get hurt, but it has some sort of floor where you're not going to get hurt. ETNs don't have that. ETNs are just debt. Both of them don't pay anything during the life of it. Both of them are debt based on some sort of equity or exchange, like a index or a stock, a group of stocks. Like I wanted the FANG stocks, and you can't buy an ETF that does it because they have to diversify. So I found an ETN with just the FANG stocks 5 years ago. You can do that. Please remember, they're not, neither one of them are owning the underlying securities. They're just paying a rate of return based on what they do. So ELNs are not exchange listed. They are equity linked notes. They have a floor. They're not liquid. They might not even be a security because they're fixed. ETNs are a security. They trade on exchange so that you can buy and sell all day long. They're very liquid, but they pay nothing till the end. And ELNs are good for people who are looking for long-term. Okay. Michael, I appreciate it. That's awesome. I love it. Is that the end?
I think that's it.
Okay. I can't. It's tough doing this blind. Next time if it happens again, I'm going to go out and in and just let you run it. No, I'm kidding. I'll go out and in and go from there. Okay. Everyone, don't forget, we do the memberships. We meet on Wednesday nights for the premiere, and then Sunday nights, normally Sunday nights. We do stuff like that. And remember, if anyone taking the 65 or 66, we meet on Thursdays. We're going to be back to Tuesdays next week. I'm just to this because I had to see Jimmy Carr, baby, at the Beacon Theater. It's funny. I was by the balcony seats. I like the front row. If you I went to Carnegie Hall last year to see him, front row balcony. It is so fucking high up. I mean, you're like way, and there's nothing below you. I'm like, if I just got drunk and fell over, I'd be dead. And they're railing, and you touch your hand, they go, don't touch it. It won't hold you. Like they literally come running at you if you lean on it. It's like no safety. I don't know how they got past OSHA on that shit. Okay. Anyway, I think we did some damage tonight. It was a good, happy Monday. I will see you guys next Tuesday. So remember, I won't be on tomorrow night, but we'll see. There might be a special on. We'll see. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I will see you guys later, and stay safe. Stay classy.